It's the best time of year. High school football season is back. Welcome to week one of High School Playbook. John Johnson alongside my partner, Chanel Porter. Chanel, welcome to your first full season of High School Playbook.
I can't believe week one I'm getting to start this time. A lot of excitement, and what a season we have in store. Today starts the long road to the state title for some of these teams, and a lot of work ahead of us, but all of that starts tonight.
Oh, you mentioned the Stars. We kick off the night with two of the best teams in the entire state. Grimsley, the home of the nation's top quarterback in Faison Brandon. Tabor loaded as well. Jadon Blair headed to Notre Dame. Snook Peterkin headed to Virginia Tech. The Whirlies left last season unsatisfied with an early playoff exit. Maybe there's an edge to the squad because they're starting off the season hot. Brandon the handoff to Mitchell Summers. You can give him 6. Grimsley takes a 14-6 lead in the second. Now still in the second, Tabor making plays themselves. Lane Albright is rolling out of the pocket and he's looking for the home run ball. It's there, folks, I promise. And Snook Peterkin is there as well. 70 yards to the house. Spartans are back within 2. Grimsley has so many weapons this season. It's Summers again. He's back into pay dirt for another score. The Whirlies are 1-0 to start the year, winning 34-12.
What a game to kick us off. Well, nothing like a good crosstown rivalry in Greensboro. Page hosting Dudley on a Friday night. Pirates rolling with a freshman quarterback. Second play of the game. He's going to be picked off, and LJ Southern is taking it back to the house. A quick 7-0 start for the Panthers. Dudley with the ball back, but the Pirate defense is stepping up to the plate. A pair of Pirates make the play and force a punt. Next drive, though, Panthers in the red zone, and LJ Southern making it happen on both sides of the football. Running this one in for the score as Dudley rolls to a week one win, 53-7 the final.
Dudley looking good again. Now last season, both Thomasville and Randleman gave their schools and their alum a lot to cheer about. Combining for 19 wins, the two saw their postseasons end in the state playoffs. Now looking to make a deeper run this season. They lock in for an early season test in week one. It's our game of the week where Chris Peterson leads our coverage.
Randleman head football coach Shane Timmons patrolled the sidelines tonight for the first time in a year, and his Tigers made his return a successful one. First quarter, Randleman with the ball, and Dalen Atkinson says, "Welcome to week one of High School Playbook." Later in the first quarter, Randleman quarterback John Kilpatrick is going to roll out and shovel it like Patrick Mahomes, and Tyshawn Goldston would do the rest. Second quarter, Bulldog quarterback Jahan Robinson is picked off by Ryan McCauley, and I'd say he took off, but it's more of a big man rumble. Whew, I'm exhausted just watching the big man, and mercifully he's tackled at the 17-yard line. A few plays later, Kilpatrick hooks up with Goldston again, and it's 14-0 Tigers. Then right before halftime, Kilpatrick with the fade to the back of the end zone. Goldston goes up and grabs it. He had 3 first-half touchdowns, and the Tigers would go on to win 28-0.
He's a guy you got to get the ball, and he feeds off that energy, and everybody else feeds off of him. So I love what he did, and I love my other guys stepping up. John Kirkpatrick, great job.
So Goldston's 3 touchdown catches all in the first half lead the way, and the Randleman Tigers are your High School Playbook Week 1 Game of the Week winners. In Thomasville, I'm Chris Peterson, WXII 12 News.
All right, Peterson, great stuff as always. Well, not all the matchups Friday night were an inter-triad battle. After falling short of their goal of the state title, East Forsyth has reloaded this fall, and they're testing themselves early with the Triangle's Heritage Huskies. North Carolina commit Bryce Baker staying hydrated on the sideline, and for good reason. Second quarter, Eagles already leading 14-0. Baker connects with Jeree Richburg, out jumping the defenders and gets the toes in as East Forsyth leads 21-0. The Eagles Nest electric on Friday night. Later in the second, sometimes you need a little luck on your side. Baker's pass is almost intercepted, but somehow Jalen Murray makes the terrific grab on the ground. It's a top play nominee that would lead to a field goal as East Forsyth rolls on, winning 44-0.
Just up the road in Cape Vegas, Glenn playing host to Ledford. First quarter, who doesn't love a little short yardage football? It's the QB keep for 6, and the Panthers lead 6-0. Second quarter now, Bobcats are on the move themselves, facing third down. Brady Robinson connects with Rain Booker, who breaks a tackle, and he's down the sideline. It's a huge gain that'll move the sticks What a name, by the way.
He's making it rain.
He is. That sets up later in the drive. Greg McGee is smelling pay dirt. Check out the footwork, folks. 13 yards to the hizzy. Glenn is in the win column, 27-6.
A big crowd at Parkland for a week 1 kickoff against Lexington. The Yellow Jackets starting off with the rock. Pass downfield, but check it out. It's going to be picked off by the Mustangs. Brock Jackson with a nice return, not going down until about the 10-yard line. Parkland offense taking over with good field position. Ethan Bailey hands it off to Vernon Champion. There's another good name, Champion. Opening score of the season there for Parkland, but Lexington is going to answer back pretty quickly, turning to the run game as well. Colin Weeks hands it off. Quazir Craven gets the touchdown as the Mustangs win this one 41-28.
Shout out to Jacob. Nice job there this first game. Out in P-Town, Reagan starting off the season at home against Marvin Ridge. Second down, Mavericks on the move. Braden Ridger swings it out to the flat, but it's snuffed out by Jerry Summers for the loss. And you're going to remember that name because he's got a lot more coming on a Friday night, and it's coming right here. Raiders driving, first points of the season. It's Jacob Smith to that man Summers, wide open for the touchdown as he mossed the defender. Reagan in the end zone for the score, and they start out strong, winning 20-13.
Got to watch those toes. That was a close one. Well, 66-20. Davie County is going to fall to Mooresville, and Northwest Guilford takes down Williams 33-16.
What an opening drive that was. 7 games, 9 total scores.
More to go.
I think that's pretty good, but we're just getting started in week 1 because after the break, Mount Airy is back after their state championship run last season.
Plus, we unveil our week 1 play of the week. Stick tight. We've got more on high school playbook coming up.